So there is no player that is more excited to be a member of the Indiana Fever than Natasha Howard. She is somebody that is really, really excited to be back with the team that drafted her. And she's excited to be back playing, winning basketball. For the first time, I would say for a while, but like the Wings were actually pretty good in 2020, 2023. They were pretty good that year. And Liberty, I think, were okay in 2022, I guess. But listening to everything Natasha Howard has been saying, it has been huge. Like they presented her with the original jersey that she wore when she was drafted in 2014, which is a good touch. Which is a really, really good touch. They presented her with a Natasha Howard jersey from back then. Obviously, since then, she's been presented with her number 6 jersey this time around. Like, Natasha Howard has gone to Indiana. And if you're wondering why she's gone to Indiana, it is currently international break overseas. So, like, all the teams, basically all the teams overseas don't play for, like, is it a week, maybe 2 weeks? And players from America do tend to go home during those weeks. So obviously that's what's happened around now during free agency, which is why you see her home, you see a lot of people home. But like it is a crazy one. Like you can see the fever of any team. Like a lot of teams are just announcing their players. You can see the fever going above and beyond to like promote their players, which is a great thing.
A lot of people want to go from starting in this league like as a rookie to winning championships and winning MVPs and winning all these things. And she took every single step and has accomplished every single thing. And that's really a credit to her work ethic and her desire.
And like even just looking at Natasha Howard herself, like she's retweeting everything. I'm so blessed. It feels good to be back where I started. You see me with this on, I'm back.
You see me? Yo, what's up, fans? I'm happy to be a Fever. You see me? See me? You see me? You see me with this on? Yeah, I'm back, baby.
So yeah, like obviously getting her locker already. And just posting constantly about being back, home sweet home. Like she clearly wants to be an Indiana Fever. Take a listen.
It's just completely different when I was here 10 years ago. But I'm happy to be a part of what they have going on this year, this time around. Just blessed and honored to be back where I started, like I said.
But yeah, like it is a huge thing. Obviously, she had the introductory press conference that lasted quite a while. But like, it's great to see what Natasha Howard has been saying. Like, she has been absolutely huge. Like, and I think she's going to be a huge free agency. And the big thing is that you can see. Free agents definitely want to go to Indiana.
That each player that we have handpicked to be a part of this roster have that. And the young group that we're bringing back, asked us, protect our locker room, protect the culture that we've got started. So that was very intentional. And so, Natasha, knowing her when she was a young player and then watching how, when you go to other teams and you help other teams win championships, that's really something special. And I think, everywhere she's gone, she's won. She's a winner. Natasha Howard is a winner. And to have her here, not only as a winner, but as a winning person too, and in our locker room. So those were the kinds of discussions.
And like, this is a big one as well. Like, obviously, Natasha Howard is a runner. That's her main thing, is running the floor. And listen to what she's saying here.
She spread the floor by shooting. She could dictate the floor as a point guard. She's an amazing passer, so I can't wait to run the floor and get those passes. Like she just grown just this past season, just like how she take the game day by day, and also just learning from other players and stuff. So I'm just really excited to be a part of this team and also ready to catch her passes.
doubling up on, man. I just can't wait to catch her passes. And like that's the thing when it comes to this, like obviously we've seen all the videos and stuff, and like she's clearly wanting to win a championship. Straight up, she is clearly wanting to go and win a championship with this team.
We have the talent, but first of all, we have the people. to actually do it. So my thing is, like, I'm happy, like I said, to be a part of this and also bring the leadership and the desire to, you know, to show this young group what it takes to win a championship. I have 3, so my thing is, like, to show them you can't take no days off in practice. You got to think. When you practice, it's the way how you play. So my thing, like, coming in, I'm just going to show them, like, this is how you work hard. So when you work hard, it's going to be easy in the game. It won't be as hard. So my thing is just bringing that championship mentality to the locker room and to this team and just guiding this team.
And that's a good thing to hear. Like, it's a really good thing to hear, obviously, that like, that Natasha Howard is looking to go and win a ring. She had her introductory press conference. According, like, Kelly Krauskopf, I keep putting the O in the wrong place. I want to say thank you to Natasha and her family for coming back to us. She chose us. She could have gone anywhere. And that was what was reported, that every team in the WNBA reached out to Natasha Howard. She chose to go to Fever. Heard Stephanie might say the biggest thing at least 2 times in the press conference for Natasha Howard. Like, it's going to be so hard to guard. Because, look, Natasha Howard is not this unbelievable lockdown free agent, but she's she is a perfect player at that power forward, because you can go one of 2 ways with the power forwards. You can go and run. You can go run. And that's what Natasha Howard's going to be. Or you can get a shooter, or you can get, like, this lockdown high motor defender. And they've got one of those things. I think she'll be a good defender. And I think, like, look, you don't win a defensive player of the year without at least knowing how to play defense. I think she will choose to play defense. But yeah, that is a big one for that. And I think she'll be 100 times better than Alyssa Smith. And she was the best option in WNBA free agency at that position. Emma Mason is obviously a better player, but in terms of WNBA players specifically, Natasha Howard was the perfect one. She was the best case scenario. As I literally had in my video talking about free agency on Friday, right before she signed. I had it ready to go and uploaded. I had to take down the video because I literally was talking about, the Fever haven't done anything. I don't know what the Fever are going to do, yada, yada. And then I was like, well, their best case scenario is Natasha Howard. I didn't think they'd be getting Sydney Colson. But Natasha Howard's a perfect power forward to have beside Caitlin, especially at this stage in her career. And these players are coming because they know how Caitlin passes. Every one of these players is probably thinking, if I can get as many open shots as Alyssa Smith got, I would drop 50. Instead of dropping 10 points per game, I would score 18. Or if I got as many open shots as Christy Wallace shot, I would still average 15 a game on barely any minutes. That's the way these players are looking at it. Is people are like, oh, like, there's only one basketball. And it's like, yeah. But when you keep the ball in Caitlin Clark's hands and allow her to dictate the play, and you got a bunch of players that will hit open shots and make good reads and attack and play hard and play defense around Caitlin, it's going to be really, really tough to beat this team. And with Natasha Howard being on the Fever, I think it is a really, really good, a really good signing and a really smart signing from them, because you've got a whole bunch of champions. You have a whole bunch of champions now. And Sophie Cunningham, who was pretty damn good when the Mercury were in the finals a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's a huge one. It's an absolutely huge one for the Fever, and really smart additions, all in all. Kelly Krauskopf, dear Lord, like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but you can't say she's not trying. She's not trying to do an unbelievable job. Imagine what Lynn Dunn would have done. And imagine trying to convince these players to come and play for Christy Sides. Like, she said she wanted to come play for Stephanie White. Imagine trying to convince... imagine Lynn Dunn trying to convince these players to play for Christy Sides. It just would not have happened.